Good evening, team. Welcome back to Next Level JJ. And yeah, all we're gonna do is just have more war with Warlock. Hey, it's good to have you. Hopefully your week is starting on a good foot. For me, it's been a lot of fun. There's been quite a lot of stuff happening in my life at the moment, especially centered around the streaming side of things. It's been really exciting. So I started releasing YouTube Shorts. And it's amazing how well they've been received and how much fun they are to make. And so that is going to be the next evolution of our channel, is definitely ensuring that we get as many shorts as we can out every day. Now, that's the whole thing. So Next Level JJ, I am not next level. I mean, there's sometimes stuff that I do that's okay, but the whole point of the channel is to take things to the next level. So that means challenging ourselves, trying new things, breaking down, things that we're scared of. And usually when you do that, you come out the other side and you feel like an absolute boss. Now, if you want to learn more about our channel, about our community, how you can join us, what's coming up next, what's my top 100 list, you name it, head over to nextleveljj.com. Everything you need is there. That's where my Patreon is, and you can tip me. There's so much stuff that you can go through there, but especially, I guess, on the social media side, there's a stuff. And again, like I said, my schedule. Hey, Battery One, welcome to the channel. Good to have you on board. Hopefully, all's well on your side. Speaking of, where in the world are you, my friend? They're joining us from Kickstarter. Now, I thought before we jump into Diablo 2, let's indulge our eyeballs with some of the brilliant content that is created around Diablo 2 Resurrected. So, what I thought I'd do is I first want to start again just by showing you, if you've missed it, even if you haven't, every time I watch it, I freaking love it. But basically, just the release trailer that they had for Diablo Warlock. So I say Diablo Warlock because it's the Warlock for Diablo 2, or Immortal, and Diablo 4. And so I want you to watch out here. One of the key things is this actually shows the evolution, because the Diablo 2 Warlock comes first, then the Diablo Immortal Warlock, which then turns into a female, and then the Diablo 4 Warlock, which is the most of that. So let's have a look at that, and we'll get back to this in a second.
How can knowledge be evil if it saves a soul? Should a king tell us how to fight? The church, they uphold the light while we die in the shadows. I denounce the light. I now seek power in the primal, salvation in unholy scripture.
I am a heretic. I break the bones of the damned, build altars of blood to call the darkness.
I have walked amongst demons, found strength in shadow, kinship and madness. Damn the light. I will suffer my own path. I will learn the foul ways of a forbidden tongue. To bind them as a tool of my vengeance. Brand us traitor, outlaw, warlock.
Let them hang us for what we've done.
But when darkness comes for us, it will see hell screaming back.
Hell yeah. the amount of people went crazy. By the way, the wonderful music we're listening to, as always, Stream Beats by Harris Heller. Today we're listening to their Recon album. So it's an album that I've stumbled on a few times, but I haven't actually used as the main one for my stream. And so it's pretty good. I like it. It's got a bit of an upbeat tone to it. So yeah, I cannot complain about that. Now, okay, so fine. We saw the different warlocks. So now the question is, let's just refresh our memory on everything that came with when you purchased the new Diablo 2. Now, one of the things I've heard a lot of people say is, why did they bring out 6? Why did they just bring out I think a lot of Diablo streamers have said the same thing, and I agree, is the Diablo 2 as it is, the Diablo Resurrected, great success, and that's because they didn't touch anything, they just made everything look new. So you took the Mona Lisa and you just, modernized it. But a lot of people are concerned by adding in a new character and adding new things to that, you can unfortunately potentially break this wonderful. And so the fact that they just did quality of life upgrades and they just added the Warlock was then, I think, further dipping their toe, because obviously Diablo 2 Resurrected was dipping their toe to the original, but then this was a further toe that was dipped in. Further toe, here, this way you come to Next Level JJ, so not just toes, but further toes. But yes, so they then reached out a little bit further and wanted to see what the reaction is. Universally, the reaction has been fantastic. People are just loving it. Nobody I've seen has complained. The actual ratings of it is also very positive. So yeah, I think it's a win all round. And so now I think Diablo is open, or Blizzard is open to maybe doing more content. Now, they haven't specified what that content is, but I think it's safe to say it's now going to have to be a new storyline or a new area. And so if it's an Act 6, good luck to them, because, you know, to follow up, I mean, remember, Act 5 is technically also a DLC. And so Act 6 will be something going further. Now, obviously, we broke the World Stone, so the question will probably be, is it going to be something like 2 Stone? So, why don't we have a quick look and see what they brought out in Diablo 2 Resurrected, the Reign of the Warlock. We'll look into something a little bit.
This is all hell could marshal forth. Let us begin. Of darkness shall yield to me, or perish.
The stash tab side of things is probably one of the most popular of things they've added, because it just makes you spend a lot of time in Diablo managing your stash. You know, depending on how disciplined you are, I guess is maybe a key thing to think about. I'm very bad at it. Like, anytime I pick up something that's worth just like a few bucks, I'm like, that could be worth 10,000. So I do a lot of trips to town, and it does mean that, you know, the other day I timed myself and it was 20 seconds from teleport in to teleport back. And that for me was really good. And that's because I didn't have to go to the stash and try and move things around. And I've got a bit of OCD, I think. OCD properly. But so I just find that now you just You just throw your gems, you throw your runes, you just throw your potions, everything just goes in the right places. So an absolute win there. Yes, the loot filters there, I haven't really touched that so far. And also there's this fantastic element where you can now see all the things that you've collected, sets, you know, and so forth. And then there's these goals, these ultimate goals of smashing out everything so you can collect the most ridiculous skins ever. Now, I want to show you something fun. So the link is in the description, at least on YouTube and on Rumble, unfortunately on Twitch at this but I will even just actually zoom out a bit so that you can see what it is. But I'm going to jump over here because for some people, they don't actually know about this. So I'm just going to jump over here for a second. So if you haven't heard of this, do yourself a favor. As a Diablo fan, go to Carbot Animations. So that's C-A-R-B-O-T Animations, and go check out his channel. Seriously, the amount of, I almost swore there, but the amount of freaking hilarious videos that this dude has done over the years, like his Diablo 2 series, right, is, you know, and I mean decent views as well, but some of the most funny videos, especially if you've played Diablo 2 a lot and you know it well, because it makes fun of so many of the things that we've struggled with, and even stuff you didn't realize. You know, one of my favorite ones is, you know, in the very beginning of Diablo, you have to go down in this little pit underground. And so what they're doing is, it's actually that the monsters in Diablo are all good people, they're not actually evil, and we are the bad guy. And then, yeah, just coming in and just, you know, ruining their party and destroying everything and so forth. So definitely go check out Carbot videos. Link in the description again. I wanted to just show the first few seconds of his latest video. So I tried the Warlock in Diablo 2, and it made me proper LOL, laughed out loud on my couch. So I thought, let me just share this with you, just so you can see the reason why it's so popular if you don't know it already, and then yeah, guide you in the direction of it. So yeah, it always starts with a loud hooter. So here we go. So this is the old
25 years
25
later.
years later.
Holy well, greetings, stranger.
Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Leviosa. Swish and flick. Swish and flick.
I won't spoil it. You should go watch it for yourself. But I just absolutely loved it. Yeah, and then one last thing to maybe just quickly touch on, you know, I'm in no way a hardcore to the Diablo 2 player. You know, there are many people who are lost. I'm not a casual player that really likes to invest a lot of time into various games I play, but not to a hardcore extent. I did, however, when Diablo 2, the original, came out, and this was what that's all I played. You know, I commented the other day how I was literally playing at one point, I just fell asleep in front of the game, and you wake up a few hours later and you keep playing. So I had multiple level 99 characters, and I had, you know, played all the characters to hell at least once, but many of them 2, 3. Obviously when Diablo 2 Resurrected came out, that was awesome as well, because I could reinvest myself into it and just relive those old days, and they've done a fantastic job. But what we're doing here with Diablo 2 Resurrected is we're just chipping away at the storyline, because it's been a few years and it's really nice to just take my time, really look at the entire map and explore everything. The moment we finish, it's on normal. When we go into power, then we will start blasting it. And it's no longer about hearing the speeches and checking out all the areas. It's bang, 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 get to the next level so that you start really upgrading quickly. So this is just super relaxed, just enjoying Diablo for the beauty of it. So you'll see anytime there's a cutscene or a bit of a chat, I'll let it. So enjoy it. But ultimately, what we're going to end up doing is we'll probably, similar to my Diablo 3 and Diablo 4 strategies, will eventually fall on a tier list. So the tier list is great. So by the way, maxroll.gg is what I use for all of my build guides in the Diablo series, but there's many other games that do. Claire Obscure, Path of Exile, a lot of ARP. So go and check them out. Again, link should be in the description. But as you can see here, if we go late game tier list, the current leader is the Echoing Strike Warlock. And so the moment I finish up normal, I'm going to start packing in the focus. And so then we can see here a little bit. You'll see now, this is where we start finding what skills is recommended in each of the elements, what weapons are going to be good, you know, what charm. So for you, if you're keen to take Diablo to the next level and you've done the sort of bit of theory crafting yourself, that initial where you try out everything and you try to figure out what complements what well, then you hit a limit, you start dying, and then it starts becoming a grind. The moment that happens, you head over to Max Roll GG and you get a build guide. Now I've had people say, well, doesn't that ruin the fun? It's like, no. It is like Lego, you buy this complex thing, and yes, you could probably assemble it very first time, you know, a complex a car or something like that without any instructions. It's possible, but it's a lot of fun to read the instructions and execute. The only difference here is you don't get all the blocks, you have to go and find it. And when you do, it's like, yes, I've got this or I've got that. And so, yeah, I do enjoy build guides a lot. Now, last thing before we jump in, I just have to stress, you know, we're building this channel very quickly. There's a lot of good things happening. And of course, with the advent of shorts now, it's going to hopefully grow even faster. But one thing that's a big deal for me at the moment is our Twitch followers goal. We are so close. I mean, this is small numbers, I know, in the world of streamers. But for us starting this channel out new, this is a big deal. Because the moment we reach 25, I'm going to do this 24-hour if I have to stream, because it's this particular goal that I need to reach, which says 3 active viewers or something. But first I have to unlock the level 24. So, yes, if you're on Twitch or you've got a Twitch account and you enjoy what you're seeing, please head over there, join the community. Really going to push as hard as I can to make great content for you. And of course, key thing here is if you've got any suggestions, don't be shy. I'm not that sensitive a person. I'd love to hear from you. So tell me what's good. All right, team. Well, without further ado, I think we should jump back into it. So we had, in our last stream, just reached our Diablo Act 4. Right. So this chick here. Make sure. I just fired it up in the background because I don't want it to run, because it plays beautiful music, which can be a bit distracting. But as I said, I have so many times played this game. You're like, well, 12, 13, 14 hours deep, and you just go, all right, hang on a minute, I need to just take a nap, and you just save and exit, and you just... And then you wake up, and there's the flame still, and you're like, all right, let's do another bail run. So it's pretty... Anyway, so, it was weird that it does that. It goes offline, and I always panic. I'm like, that's it, it's lost all my characters. Well, it's weird. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Amongero, he's currently level 25. Not the most crazy, but spare a minute if you're not so familiar with Diablo 2 on the detail. I'm not at highest graphics, by no means. I just think the guys and girls that worked on Resurrected, rating of graphics is done such a superb job. Every time I stumble, every time I go and play Diablo 4, there's something about it that's obviously better graphics, but at the same time it lacks a sharpness to it. There's a goldenness to the graphics. Like you'll see, especially when we go down into the game now, you'll see there's a lot of gold accents and so good. There's a part of me that goes, I think Diablo 2 Resurrected, a graphics perspective. Anyway, have a look at this. Obviously, you know, again, I'm not running the highest graphics. So things like reflection. I saw this the other day, like put the flame reflection on the whole. Maybe I'm just I love Diablo 2 too much. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. What do you think? Is this something that you've seen before?
Hail to you, champion.
Hello, my yeah. So let's have a look. Where do we stand? So we've got enough portals of all nature.
What do you need?
Yeah, that's good. question. What do I need? So I need Harry. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Harry. Harry is our goat. So he's a goatman. Currently, I've been running him for quite a while. So on our skill tree here, you see a demon. I haven't really wasted my money. I'm going to say. I'm waiting for level 30 when I can go to Dundee. Really, really push this. But one thing I am keen to try to achieve is level 10 demonic mastery. Because as I understand it, when you get to a level 10 demonic mastery, you can have 2 demons. So that's pretty good. Also, there's some other huge skills like the Apocalypse skill. By the way, go check out that Carbo video. There is. Alright, so we've got that, and then we've also got a shield, which is referred to as the Psychic Ward, so it helps, you know, as you can see here, absorbs 75 damage, and, you know, there's a bit of a stun length as well, which helps. And then also I've got this Purge, so it just means that my little spiky, which, by the way, I found this basically when I started playing. I haven't changed it since. So this is not a highly spec character. Yeah, it does actually make it. Alright, shall we adventure outside and see what's going on? This is our first time heading into the outer steps of this place. Very cool, I can send those guys. But yeah, if you didn't know, I have what's called Deathmark. Deathmark's excellent because basically I can send on Harry where I need him to. And also it does improve I do have a with how's our stats looking? So, I think strength, and then what skill level? We're at 26. We will road to demonic mastery. I've been fairly unlucky so far. I haven't got anything really expensive. I mean, I feel like I've got the usual smatterings of yellows, and of course I created them in stealth. And yeah, this is quite an old thing. But the key reason why I stick to it is because it gives me that 2 quick mastery. And the Gorfoot, that's basically the only thing that is. Yeah, hopefully. I'm definitely experiencing a level of takeaway. Just the owner of this takeaway, yeah, he knows how to make amazing food, and also he does it with very fresh ingredients. But and this is a huge tip to anybody listening: when you go to a place, try to make friends with them as soon as possible. They are human. You know, it's always good to treat people like for me, what's so amazing is when you build this friendship with people. They care about you. They want you to enjoy amazing stuff that they create. And so, yeah, eventually you get to a point, and this is also maybe a tip for if you ever go to a hotel. Don't just go, this is what I want. Of course, sometimes you're really keen for a particular thing, but these people, they're pros, they know what they're doing. Ask them what they think is a good idea. Anyway, this guy, like, he knows the game now. Every time I come in, he's like, all right, what do you want to do? Today you want to try this. Definitely check this out. And, I mean, it's not necessarily a way to get things cheaper. It's just sort of, we just kind of settled on a default price. The key thing for me here is just he comes up with the most crazy things now. And so today it was mostly they do sort of Turkish kebabs or wraps basically. And so he dropped this sushi kebab concept of the where he was using like Sichuan sauce, various, Asian sauces and vegetables and stuff, and in a wrap with, kebab. And oh my goodness, on a bed of chips, BT dubs, just for good measure. Oh man, and it was so good. I was like, eat it all you can eat on the street. And so, yeah, I'm not suffering, but I'm definitely like, I was like, dude, you've eaten so much. What is this? I'm not going to. When we get to a nightmare, I will not be there we go. Of despair. Playing Diablo 1. tick discovered. So you can see I've got these two. I need one more, which is a shield of Azorus's iron, and then I can get that, and now I've got it. So such a useful feature. But then, of course, the ultimate rewards, which, again, I think if anybody achieves this, they're probably already people who have, you know, they deserve it, but they probably don't. Like, identify all unique items. That's a decent amount of work. Though I think it's probably not so crazy. I don't know which one of these is hardest. But then this one, identify all set items. We're going to find all the set items. And then the last one is create all possible room. Again, a lot of work. There will be people. Oh. Hello, Mr.
Good
Tickets.
evening.
Right, so really my shields. Let's double check. Shield. 20k. Would I use it? So let's quickly do. It's nice. How much? Nice. That's me. This time. Alright. Made a bit of money there. Hello. Nice to meet you. Yes. Green gosh, isn't that just smooth? Alright, let's go. So strange. I don't know why, but I can't see any of the rune words in natural. I mean, they must have it. I don't understand. Alright, sorry about that, team. There we go. It was just under a different... I'll jump off for a second. I'll show you what I'm on about. So, let's have a look. So that's 5, that's it. What was it? Clubs, hammers, yeah, so black. So you see, it's again, it's crazy what the brain remembers. So tool, low, and nef. That creates this, which is called black. So 120 damage, all damage, chance for crushing blow, knockback as well. Very good melee weapon. Which you go, well, is that good for a warlock? Actually be quite devastating, especially if I'll show you this, right? So chance to erupt. And so it's quite powerful at creating damage with a 15 to 23 max explosion damage. Really good. So having that is not alright. That's their chance of an explosion. it's not that I'm not lucky. I think it's just when you're so used to playing Diablo 3, you just consistent getting reads. And oh, it's with overbearing
You see, it was I who told Diablo and his brothers about the Soul Stones and how to corrupt them. It was I who helped the Prime Evils mastermind their own exile to your world. The plan we set in motion so long ago cannot be stopped by any mortal agency. Hell itself is poised to spill forth into your world like a tidal wave of blood and nightmares. You and all of your kind are doomed.
Wow. What a speech, man. Very uplifting. Not bad, boy. See you in a minute,
Doomed is one. I doubt it. You are pathetic.
Thank you, Hero, for
Thank
putting
you.
Israel's tortured spirit to rest. May the light protect you and the powers of heaven shine upon your path. But if what you tell me is true, then I fear that we have been played for fools all along. Israel helped Diablo and his brothers trick me into using the Soul Stones against them. Now the Stones' powers are corrupted. With the combined powers of the Soul Stones under their control, the Prime Evils will be able to turn the mortal world into a permanent outpost of hell.
I didn't see any red flags. Yes. I'll take a picture of me standing next to an angel, you know. Alrighty, so, I had it on good authority that when I reach 10, I can have 2 demons. So, computer says yes, ladies and gentlemen, we can now have 2 demons. means is actually I'm going to trade one of them in for this. So now I've got a tainted and a goblin. Though I have no biome bounded, so I still need to. So, thing is I'm just trying to think here because I only use up to 4. I can potentially go. There we go. Option. So you can see here skill. So we've got up to skill 8. Skill 9. I've put on now. This one. Move my foot down. That works. So what I can do now is I can apply this to that. Oh. Actually, considering these two, so then I can go bang, yes, this is still being used. That works beautifully. Okay, cool. Mission accomplished. Damn.
Hail to you, champion.
Cheers. Hey. That's gonna be everything. And so what we want to do next is next upgrade we're gonna get is the fire. Okay. The reason why is they bind enemy souls together to take shared damage. If I hit one, then I hit many. And I think that's a little bit more useful. Obviously, we're going to get back to it. Keeps catching me out. Like every time one of these two. Where did who go? Yeah, every time one of them basically teleports in. Better than this freaking stupid capital. Ah, beautiful.
Not enough mana.
Makes it special. Diablo to 360. Though, if I remember correctly, if you time that wrong,
Good evening.
lose it, but now that's what's giving me to. If I...
What do you need?
See, the interesting thing here that I've seen between Goatman and Tainted stays away, whereas the Goatman gets involved, so they tend to attack my Goatman. So the Goatman is as much a defensive strategy as it doesn't really do that much damage. It just takes the attention away from me, so I can then focus on deploying other spells. Very strong combination of Chaos, Eldritch, and of Demon. So, yeah, good old Harry. down my light. It's so bright. Yeah, this is not it. Hidden stash right in the way. So this is where I'm
I can't carry anymore.
This is true.
Good day.
Hail to you, champion.
Yeah. Let's try Mephisto. Buddy. Right, shall we do the
The time has come for you to destroy Mephisto's soul stone. Take the stone to the Hellfall.
I always find it funny because they had to build the mechanics to have all weapons float. So there we go. Forge.
Congratulations, hero! Surely even Diablo himself sensed the fury unleashed when you smashed his brother's soul stone. Time has come to hunt down and destroy Diablo himself. But beware, the Lord of Terror is not to be underestimated. He single-handedly destroyed the town of Tristram and corrupted the last noble hero who tried to stop him. This time, you must defeat him for good. Only by destroying the soul stone which he carries will his spirit be banished forever. Good luck. Though this be our darkest hours, it may yet be your greatest moment.
Thanks, bro. It's such a strange thing. Yeah, it's a strange thing. It is a bit of a strange thing. Humans have developed, you know, they don't know, and they say, so, obviously when Diablo 2 came out, this was it. We got to where we are now, and then facing Diablo wasn't the boss. But of course, we now know there's an Act 5, so it's strange. It's sort of like, my head doesn't think of this as the end. No. Right. Back. Anything, so we do need to gamble for a helmet very soon. This thing is giving me nil.
What do you need?
Not a lot. Thing is, I've done this before. Gamble your money away, and then all of a sudden you need so much more health because your build isn't strong enough. I've had this happen, and then you just suddenly you're up a creek without a paddle. So pole axe with a triple. So now look at something. As you can see, my dude, he's running a pole axe. Of course, he's got a horse on it. If I go here, so there's a pole axe or pole So I need shell and brew shit. I cannot right now, is the dumb. Shell and tur. Then I will create the crescent moon, which is pretty freaking good. Take a quick screenshot. Another one, 5. That is the only. Yeah. Only one. Okay, so mission flying. Oh damn! Hey D2 Dave, you're doing well. Your mic volume's too low compared to the game. Just FYI. Oh, okay. Welcome back. Though I am talking. FYI to the end of a sentence that's directed at that person. It's like, for your information. People call you stupid. That's intro I actually missed that and so annoyingly I play, you watch, anything else?
can't carry anymore.
Moment
To see you.
What do you need?
to. So let's go and see if I So I've got Armentera. Monday. Check it out.
Proceed, hero, into Terror's lair. Know that Diablo's innermost sanctum is hidden by 5 seals. Only by opening each of these seals can you clear your way to the final battle.
Yep, and some of those seals suck nuts. Some of those seals are harder to beat than Diablo. So yeah, I'll keep this antidote because sometimes you can get really terrible. One of the seals will unlock stuff that poisons you badly, and so drinking it. Watch. I don't know why, but this sort of like jigsaw puzzle shape. I cannot think of it. This is why I'm playing Diablo. Level 27, so shall we get a Defiler going? Though old Flame Boy is doing a pretty decent job. Interesting, so he replaces Goat Boy. Okay, so you can have him. So I've got Goat Boy and the Defiler. But just a reminder, Mr. Defiler binds enemy souls together, so they take shared damage. So shared damage, 26%. So that's good. You know, as I teleport into a shitty situation, a friend of the planet. See that balance now by the
enough mana.
Okay, alright. We've covered all of those areas. Pretty good. I will need to go and buy some mana soon. They can cycle through different elements, so depending on what your weakest thing is. That'll be worth something. I might as well go.
overburdened.
Are you? His friends. What up? Sorry. Not the sharpest knife in the block.
Stay a while and listen.
I can't. I've got a job to do.
Hail to you, champion.
Ooh. Versus Ring of Fire, the Death Mark I do use a lot. Like Ward. Big thing is the damage, but it's 1 to 5 versus the Psychic Ward is useful. I do use Purge a lot. Ring of Fire. Go up. Interesting. Nope.
Greetings.
All right, hello. I'm using my sigil. See, that's an annoying oversight. So none of the weapons that are specific to the Warlock can go for. I mean, the Warlock can use any weapon, but obviously it's small dirks. Oversight, maybe it's on purpose. Thank Durga. It's for nothing. Sheesh. That's a chunky monkey of a hole right there. Yes, there will be order. Hey.
Good to see you.
What do you need?
Nice. Really use it. 20k, 20k. Okay, 400k. So what I do here is I clear the entire area out of just the normal monsters, then I open the seals because they are very powerful. They're supposed to be the final bosses you fight before Diablo, so it is quite hardcore. So I go through, I clear the entire area, open the seal, make sure that everything is killed, then go to the next seal. That's why I do prefer the archer. Stands back. so fast. What do we do? The first thing we do when we do a seal is the expectant process of dying. So what that means is so we will settle up here type spot for today. And for Kazan, we go to town and then we stock up on not yet Diablo, so I don't have to worry about getting all of my
Yes. Hail to you, champion.
What do you need?
I need love. I'm gonna just shoot. So, what I'm gonna do hot back down. Oh yeah, that's right. So, use this one. So little left, I'd rather die instead of... Okay. And so we go through, and open up a... Good eye there. Alright, here we go. The first thing. There we go. It was not pretty, but we managed to get through it. I have an additional skill. So yes, we did spend it on that. This right entire fabric of reality was exposed before violently collapsing. So cool. We'll keep this because alright boys, are you ready? So I think the second seal is in this we go. Okay. So there we go. One seal sorted. Even though our friend is just literally across the old Durga.
Hail to you, champion.
Crack another seal. Yes. That one is a very tricky one. I mean, they're all differently complex. At least in short, I had a very lovely long hangout with a Danish friend of mine yesterday until late this morning. Had a and then yeah, proceeded to do a lot of editing and things. So yeah, it's been a busy, streamer-filled work day. It's been really nice, but that's why I'm playing Diablo now. I just want to keep progressing that out, but not crazy content. Right, let's go. Now sometimes the seal will do nothing, but you should wait a few seconds. Last seal. Face off against them. Back with Daddy. Oh, I almost forgot. And so now, because we will face off against Diablo, what I do is I did not put my teleports here because he can put a little protection jail cell gel around it. So, from memory, I believe here we're safe.
Good day.
Yes.
What do you need?
rubbish items. Really, really. Okay, so what do we got here? 69. Make it. See if there's anything else. Ooh, yeah, that one. Why not? Alright, cool. This is it. Shall we, go meet our buddy Diablo? The holy devil.
I can't carry anymore.
This is true. Here comes our friend Diablo. Stand walk.
Not even death can save you from me.
My death mark has disappeared. Ah, you know what? Of course. I haven't actually studied death mark. I just got it. There we go. Why can't I send it? Now here two goat are not going to be better than one. This is only a Diablo, so no sharing damage. Two goatees will be the way. Are we nervous? Of course. Should we have our heart rate on screen? Absolutely. Is it going to make a difference now? Just hello, Daddy. Sounds I can't hear. Oh. Gonna download them. Is that nice? Thanks for the heads up there. Where in the world are you calling from? Gotta be careful about my stamina. But I'm good, by the way. Thanks for asking. As mentioned, it's been a super fun, busy day. You know, I've recently launched YouTube Shorts for the first time, and it's been exhilarating. So much attention that you get from it. So many likes, so many comments. So it's an exciting time for the channel. But it does mean you work hard. You've got to, of course. Sorry, I cannot brain as the dumb. You do have to do a lot of editing. Sorry, go. How about you? Have you been playing Diablo 2 Resurrected? Yep. Looks like we're gonna have to just... Oh, interesting. Cheeky bugger. Yeah, so my character is very, like, he's gonna just touch me twice while he did. So unfortunately, slow. Oh, like that, yeah. Probably active. Send all bloody go. Sound issues. Exactly the same way, but around this one. Of course, I watch everything in editing. I might once this very long battle with the other complete. Check maybe it's not the right mic sometimes. Windows clear.
I need mana.
Imagine having that type of fight in real life. Like, he's gonna be so tired and exhausted. Dude, just stand still for like a second. I really want to hurt you. You guys and girls have come here to be entertained. You've found a half-brained next level, previous level changer who's just slowly wearing out the other. In fact, I think it's, I'm kind of aiming here to have him die of old age. That's the strat. Ah, fuss. think this is the first time I've died in the game.
Greetings.
Okay, so... Oh, that's right. So, Durga, you guys focus on distracting him. I try to treat... Does the sound a little bit better there, Area Blue?
What do you need?
All we need is love.
Hail to you, champion.
Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to check the microphone. Oh, that's correct. Staying to be a window setting. Oh my goodness, yes. Alright team, volume is so low. You know what? Pardon my language in loud volume now. I'm going to swear. Fuck you, Microsoft. Fuck you so hard that... You know, never mind. I'm not going to finish that. For whatever reason, I only have this one setup on my microphone and it always is set up to 75 volume level. And I opened it up now and it was down to 6. To 6. But the problem is on OBS, the system that I use for, you know, obviously running this live, it showed that my volume peaks were still in the red. It makes no sense. So anyway, for those that have stuck with me all this time, thank you very much. That is very nice of you. I guess I can turn up the sound volume a bit now. Yeah, well, alright. You learn some... Right, shall we continue killing old D-Daddy? Tell you what, I don't know what I'd be doing if I didn't have these miasma chains, because this character is so weak right now. Like, he would just destroy me. I mean, you saw, I just had one mental lapse and he just incinerated me. But this does show me that for Nightmare, what I could do is I can just invest a heavy amount into the miasma chain and then play this little hide and seek game and hope he dies of old age. Yeah, but that's so bullshit of Windows to just randomly, for no reason, without pushing any buttons, just turn down my mic volume on the Windows settings. No normal place, just Windows settings. Alright, anyway. That means my intro is going to be freaking quiet as well. Hey, you know what? It's another thing that I need to add to my checklist. So, for those who don't know, when you're a streamer, you have to set up a checklist of things you have to read through every time before you go live. Because it's so easy to forget the most simplest of things. I should actually just set it up in a script and have it automatically done for me. But yeah. Anyway, not too long now. Diablo seems to be getting a bit older. What also doesn't make sense is, like I said, OBS, it shows me the volume that I'm speaking at, and I was clipping in red, which means, okay, microphone's working fine. So it's almost like the Microsoft setting is post-OBS, which is stupid. Oh, damn. He's getting a bit mad, is he? You know, maybe it's midlife crisis? I don't know. Come on, D. Damn, I was kind of hoping I could finish the whole normal without dying. Yes. Oop, 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 oop. I do want to hit him at least once. Physically hit him. So, could we execute this? Okay, we're gonna give it a go. Nope, 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 that was stupid. He just dismantled my shield instantly. Are you kidding me? Where are you? Come here, loser. Any moment now. There we go. That was easy.
He who blinds the light, I see you.
Okay. Ooh, that's good news. I can do with a nice belt. Cue the beautiful music. Right. Let's quickly go to town, get rid of all of this shit.
Good to see you.
Oh, it's good to see you too, buddy. I'll be back. Tell you what, that belt is
I am overburdened.
intriguing for sure. Long warbow. See this? Oh, could I do that mathematically? Yes, I could. Because we're not coming back. There we go. Time for speeches, yo.
I knew there was great potential in you, my friend. You've done a fantastic job. Though my ancestors often struggled against the three evils and their minions, I've always lived a shut-in, scholarly life. I'm glad that my wisdom aided you. Now, I wish to leave this place. Though heaven's gates are a marvel to behold, I hope I won't have to see them again for many, many years. Please, talk to Tyrael about leaving this place now.
Will do. First, hopefully we've got a really good bell.
Hello.
The one thing I do think, and I've always thought this about Diablo 2, is, you know, some of the characters in the town, especially the people you buy stuff from, they could have had a bit more character to them. Like, I've just beaten Diablo. Words clearly spread, and Helbu is just like, hello. What the fuck, man? And Jamela, greetings. Excuse me? No, like, high five, some free shit? No. Anyways. Okay, what do we got? That's an instant upgrade. 50% damage goes to mana. That's huge for me. All resistances, mana, yeah, this is great. But obviously, unfortunately, I'm going to lose some space, so that's something to be aware of. I don't think that's better in any way. Let's just have a look here. Oh, yeah, of course. Whatever, man. Cool, and so when I put that on, I'll just lose a little bit of space here. I will, however, keep it. Cool. Lovely. Hey, Tyrael. Wow.
Praise be to the light. You have accomplished the impossible. Diablo and Mephisto have been banished back into the black abyss that spawned them, and the corrupted soul stones are no more. However, while you were fighting here, Baal remained behind in the mortal realm, building an army of hellish minions. Now Baal's army is searching for the World Stone, the ancient source of all the soul stones and their power, while leaving behind a wake of destruction. They have forged deeply into the barbarian homelands, heading directly for the summit of Mount Aryan. Baal knows, mortal hero. That is the very site of the blessed World Stone. Now, enter the portal I have opened for you. It will take you to the barbarian city of Harrogath, the last bastion of Ori, on the slopes of Ariat.
Cool. I'll do some. That's one thing. Can we get Durga back? Thank you. Cool. I don't think I need anything else here. I'm just happy I've got old night smoke, because mana is definitely a problem in this build. So the fact that I should now be able to go and fight, and as I take damage, it goes and builds up my mana. That's pretty good. Plus, it's got plus 15 to defense, so that's always happy. All right, so we watch a lovely cinematic. I'll turn the volume up a little bit. Yeah, I'll turn it up a lot.
I heard later that he was defeated.
By me.
The Soul Stones were destroyed in Hellforge. All except one.
Oh, I failed, Tyrael. I couldn't do as you asked. I couldn't enter that gate. Forgive me, Tyrael. Forgive me.
Marius, give me the stone, and all is forgiven. Give it to me, Marius.
Take it. Take it. I'm glad this is finally over, Tyrael. Look what the stone has done to me.
Such good voice acting, still.
You haven't failed, old man. You've done exactly as you were meant to do. However, I am not the Archangel Tyrael.
Well, no.
You have done well, Marius. Now I think you shall have your reward.
What have I done to deserve?
So this was such an interesting thing, because this was the end of Diablo 2. Rats. I wonder if that inspired this game. We have these waves of rats that attack. Maybe this inspired that. Oh, hang on, these are scarabs, they're not rats. I always thought they were rats. Well, they are they rats? I can't see that. Anyway. And that's the end. But then it was so jarring to then have the new DLC for Diablo 2 come, and then this happens. Suddenly it was a newer technology, better lighting, and bright. It'd be pretty freaking nerve-wracking to stand there on your own with this dude. Is it too late to retire? Yeah. You accept your fate at this point. Be strong, facing fear. Oh.
Bail! The gates of Secheron have stood for eons beyond remembrance, and you shall not breach them now. Remove your foul demons from our lands. We stand on the side of light. You shall not be allowed to reach Mount Ariat, and that which you seek will not be yours. Enough! Enough!
So good. So powerful. Yeah.
I shall take your position into consideration.
You're fired. I suspect this is not going to be a Valentine's Day present. Spoiler alert. Soup.
Well, it seems your terms are not acceptable.
Lord of Destruction. Good. Even after all these years, that still holds up so well. Damn, this game is just... For those who've never played Diablo 2, you know, I get it if you're not into RPGs or you don't like demonic stuff, but man, it is just so damn good. And just look at the flicker, the reflection. Just beautiful. And again, my graphics are not turned up to max. Alright team, shall we have a quick...
I, Mala,
hey, Mala.
welcome you to Harogoth, the last stronghold of order on Mount Ariat. You have come to the right place if you intend to defeat Baal, the Lord of Destruction.
Right.
Baal has laid waste to our mountain and its denizens. His minions continue to attack our town, while Qualkek and his men have proven helpless to stop them. Baal is still out on the mountain looking for something, but I know not what. All of the elders, save Nilathak, sacrificed themselves to place a protective ward around Harrogath. Some of us here, certainly Nilathak, do not appreciate your presence. We are a proud people, and it is not easy for us to accept aid. I, however, am glad you are here. If you need healing or a potion, please come to me. See Lorzuk for weapons, armor, and repairs. Nilathak, despite his disposition, may be of some assistance with other wares. Finally, Qualkek, our man-at-arms, leads Harrogath's remaining forces against Baal.
Thank you. It's also interesting in the original Diablo 2, you couldn't really make out the faces of the characters, they were just pixels. And so I never actually took the time to look at Marla. And so there she is. Very interesting. Well, not very interesting, just interesting. Hello, Dick.
I am amazed to find this place so untouched. Everything else in the path of Baal, the Lord of Destruction, lies in ruin. These barbarians must indeed be the legendary guardians of Mount Aryath. They are a proud, hardy people. Don't expect to be greeted warmly. Strangers here rarely are. Perhaps I can gain their trust. I'll spend some time with the townsfolk and try to understand them better. I'll let you know what I discover.
Thanks, Brom.
I am Qualkek, the senior man-at-arms of Harrogath. You have the look of a warrior.
Look at the reflections of the pink and purple on his armor.
But don't expect anyone to mourn if you get yourself killed. Baal is true to his namesake. He has ravaged through our lands like a merciless plague. The protective ward laid down by our lost elders helps hold the evil at bay. But Baal's siege has taken its toll all the same. Most of my men are now dead. Others are trapped in the mountain passes. But I swear we are not beaten yet. We will fight to the end to protect this mountain.
Has there been an attempt at making Diablo the movie?
The siege has everything in short supply.
Not interested, buddy. You're a douche. This guy.
If you're here to defeat Baal, you must prove it.
Will do.
As we speak, Harrogath is under siege by Baal's demons. Catapults rain death just outside the town walls. Baal himself travels up the sacred mountain, having left in charge here one of his most vicious generals, Shank, the Overseer. A ruthless taskmaster, he lashes his own minions into suicidal frenzies on the battlefield. If you wish to prove yourself to us, destroy the monster Shank that commands those infernal catapults outside Harrogath. If you manage to do this, return to me.
Cool. Will do.
At your service.
So, we're coming to the end, but I will still do a bit of gambling. We are happy with our belt, but again, the helmet's pretty damn rubbish. I need everything to be better. Like, this has really been a tough build. Okay, why don't we spend a little bit of money? Why does it say 57? That's not right. Is it? Yeah. That's what confused me earlier. Anyway. Now we've got 270. Let's go gamble a little bit. Get some cool stuff. Alright. I think a crown wouldn't suit the Warlock, but then spiky horns either. Anyway, let's give it a go.
Be quick about it.
Nope. Nope, nope, nope. One more. Nope. This is not good. Old Neil Thacker's being a douche. Oh, okay, hang on a minute. 40 energy, 1 to life. That regenerate mana is very important to us, but man, it's so low. 15 versus 61. Okay. Let's run this for a little bit. You can always switch things up. At least now I look a little bit more royal. Oh, hello. Oh. Alright team, this has been fun. For those who've been with me since the start, apologies. I do understand that. And no, actually the crown looks ridiculous. I might move away from that. But yeah, annoyingly, Microsoft has just, you know, thrown us this absolute stupid... Just, why would it, after weeks and weeks and weeks of nothing changing, just suddenly drop my mic volume to 6? Yeah, anyway, that's the fun parts of streaming. But hey, I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, today it's just a bit more of a relax, let's just play a little bit on air. You know, no agenda, no strategy, just moving through the act. So yeah, the next time I play Diablo, I'll probably be roughly about the same time next week. And then we'll be doing the final act, and it's a pretty big act, so I might have to, you know, get some energy drinks in me and really push through it, because like I said at the start of the stream, which you might not have heard or you've had to listen very closely to, the strategy for me is just once I finish Diablo on normal, then when I go into Nightmare, then we're going to speed things up. Then we start doing speed runs and things like that to quickly level up our character and get into level 99 mode. But yeah, it's been fun. As always, just head over to nextleveljj.com if you want to learn anything more about me, the channel, our community. Like I said, there's been a lot of fun lately in me releasing shorts, and so don't be sure to go check those out. They're mostly on YouTube. And then as always, Stream Beats by Harris Heller, just chilling, beautiful music in the background as always. So but always, hope you have a fantastic day or night wherever you are. We'll catch up soon. Ciao.